Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
Event is that occasion that unites people. Example of events could be birthday parties, graduation, wedding ceremonies, what have you. And today on Career Trail, I get to interview an entrepreneur who is into events. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at her profile video. We'll be right back.
This week on the Career Trail.
As soon as I hear you want to do your wedding, I'll just go like, do you have a makeup artist? I knew nothing about makeup. I wasn't even doing makeup myself. But because I knew how to paint and I knew how to put colors together, I'll just offer to do it for you for free. Hi, my name is Mrs. Kate Hassan, CEO of Thea and Pinkett Event Hub and the President of the Event Vendors Association of Ghana. On this Saturday, I'm going to be on Career Trail on Joy Learning TV. Be sure to be there because you are going to enjoy the conversation, you are going to learn, and you are going to be inspired. Thank you.
Come back. She is a woman doing well for herself. You can testify to that, right? And so it is time to unveil the guest. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much. We are glad to have you on Career Trail. How do you feel?
Just okay.
It is okay. So tell us something about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Mrs. Kate Hassan.
Okay.
I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and an entrepreneur. And also, I'm the president of the Event Vendors Association of Ghana.
Okay. So could you take us through your educational background?
Okay, so I schooled at Ola. At the age of 7, I was already in the boarding house.
Okay, so Ola...
in Elmina.
Elmina, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, well, I started in Takrady at Top Ridge. Then I was taken to the boarding house at the age of 7, 8. It's a convent school, a Roman Catholic girls' school. So that is where I finished my JSS at that time. Yes, and from there I went to Archbishop Walter Secondary School.
Okay.
Completed in 1998. Then I went to Germany and I studied German as a language, so in a form like a tertiary, like a polytechnic kind of things. Yeah. Was
there a reason why you were taken to the boarding school at the age of 7?
Yes, because my mom was a single mother and she was a big-time entrepreneur, and we not seeing her concentrating on her business. My grandfather decided to take me to the boarding house, which she agreed.
So at the age of 7, you being in the boarding house, how was the experience?
It wasn't fun, but we grew to it, we liked it, we got used to it, and it taught us a lot. And you know, living with the Catholic sisters will teach you a lot, and you'll be so disciplined when things go wrong. So we learned a lot from it, and I think it's part of the reason why that has brought me far.
Okay. So growing up, what did you want to be in future? Because your mom, as she said, was an entrepreneur. So do you think you carried that trait from her?
Nothing less than doing business. Because even when I was in the boarding house, any time we come home for vacation, I'll see my friends going for vacation classes. That wasn't me at all.
Okay.
I was thinking of selling, buying and selling. So I was just contacting people. You know, those days I sold pure ice water. At that time it wasn't this pure water that you have to, the sachet one. You have to go and buy the block, put it in the bucket, carry it on your head, holding the bucket at your side.
Was that the penny, the one that they tie in the rubber?
No, it came after. So during our time it was the one that you buy the bucket, the metal bucket, get the ice block, you put it in, then you put the cups in another small bucket. So you are using one hand to hold the bucket and another hand carrying the cups. So when someone wants it, you have to bring it down, wash the cup, fetch it for the person. And so that is what I was doing.
I look so young right now.
Yes, then after that, I'll just go to the market because I had a friend, my mother had a friend who sold tomatoes. So I'll just go like, oh, let me help you. She will give me some of the tomatoes. Maybe she will do it 5, 5, 5 and say, go and sell it 1 cedis. Then I'll just remove one and get extra one and sell it. So it was all like business for me.
Okay.
Yes. So I knew I don't know anything apart from business. So
Okay, but when you talk of business, business is broad. So someone can do business and will be selling phones. Someone will do business and be selling items like maybe tomatoes, and as you said, someone will be doing business and be selling cars. When you say business, you wanted to do business. Okay, what exactly did you want to focus on?
to me, business is buying and selling and
Okay.
making profits.
Okay.
You understand? So anything,
Anything.
That would sell and give me profit is business to me. Till I grew up and I realized this is my niche. This is
Okay.
what I want to do. This is who I am. I remembered my mom owned shops,
Okay.
and at a point in time she was selling fabrics and everything. So I was working with her. So
Okay.
when people come for fabrics, you know, those times there wasn't too much of a ready-made. A ready-made was so difficult to get. So everything was about sewing.
Okay.
So we're selling fabrics, and I was helping her, helping people to choose fabrics when they come. Those who are having their weddings, I was helping them choose their laces
Okay.
and the combination. So I really loved what I was doing. So
Okay.
I think that is the reason why I never even bothered to go to all these vacation classes during long vac or anything. I was
Okay.
really into buying and selling.
Buying and selling. So you wanted to do business. So I'm thinking, did she study business in high school? Did you?
I did visual art.
Oh, wow.
I did visual art. I entered visual art not knowing how to draw, not knowing how to paint.
Okay.
But I was determined to make it because that is what I got.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I got. So I wanted to make it work, and that is me. I'm challenged when you give me something and I don't know, and I think you've challenged me
Yeah,
to do what a human being is supposed to do.
Exactly.
So I was one of the best. I became one of the best in the visual art class. Unfortunately, what I wasn't good at was math.
Oh,
Calculating all those things. Me, my math was put it together, know what I got, and that is all. But well, I was able to pass everything during my SSC. So
exactly. I think we have something in common. Some of us, the math that we know is calculating money. We are so good at it.
you don't need to give me calculator to calculate
Exactly.
money.
Where are we finding X and Y for?
No,
Me?
for yes,
what? For what reason?
Exactly,
We don't need it.
exactly.
We don't need it. All we need is the money, and we calculate the money, and we are good to go. And so, would you say that your mom is really proud of you? Because considering the fact that you're doing so well for yourself, would you say your mom is so proud of you?
She's extremely proud. She is.
I can imagine.
She is.
I can imagine. All right. And so, you said growing up, you just wanted to do business and make money. You went to the high school and you did visual art, although you didn't want it. And I presume that in high school, if you don't want a particular course, they give room for you to change it. So don't you think you could have changed it because you wanted to do business? You could have done general art, home economics, or even business itself.
I think all was God's plans for me.
Okay.
That is why I always accept what comes my way and make the best out of it. Because look at me now doing events. An
Yeah.
event is about colors and being creative.
Yes.
And visual art is creativity. So I just went with the flow, did my best, and I did it well. So as I was growing, when I came out, even after SS, before I finished secondary school, at my mom's shop, people will come. As soon as I hear you want to do your wedding, I'll just go like, do you have a makeup artist? I knew nothing about makeup. I wasn't even doing makeup myself. But because I knew how to paint and I knew how to put colors together, I'll just offer to do it for you for free.
Oh, wow.
And I was just doing their bouquet and everything for them. So then I realized I have something for events. At that time, it wasn't like event, but I have that zeal to help people who are doing events. You just tell me, I'll even come to your house. I've heard you are doing an event. You need help. Let me just help you put things together. And that was me, yeah.
So one challenge, as I said in my intro, I did public relations, and a course that we studied is event management and protocol. And sometimes if you want to practice what you've learned in school, it's about, you have to convince people that I can do it. Now, with you not having an idea of event, just that you have creativity, you know you have the creativity in you, how were you able to convince people? Because if you come to me that, let's say I'm getting married, and you come to me, you want to take care of my makeup, I have to see your works, maybe a social media handle or something you've done before. So I'm sure it was really challenging. How did you deal with that?
In those days, there wasn't this social media and everything, and there weren't much of makeup artists and everything. So when you want to have your wedding, there was no social media for you to go and check someone's handle. There wasn't even phone.
Yeah.
The phones, I remember the phones that we were using those time was Motorola. There was no touch screen, there was nothing. And the first T-Com company that came was, I think, MTN or Vodafone. And the phones that we were even privileged to have that phone. So why are you going to go through all these things? So you just have to trust the person. You don't know where to go. So I come to you, and maybe through recommendation, someone believed in me once, I did it and it worked. Oh, you can ask this person, I did it for her. So you look for the person, and the way I'll even come out to you, at the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose because I'm not taking anything from you. And we did trials as well, and yeah, it's worked. And those times, the makeup wasn't like this. You have to go to the extreme. Now they draw, really, with everything. But those times, just a little bit of eyeshadow and all those things. There was nothing like blush and all those things. But it was just a simple. If you look at the pictures that were taken those days, some were even black and white. So you not even see the detailing on your face. Most important thing is you are wearing a gown. They can see that black pencil and everything. And you're good to go.
Good to go. So growing up, who did you aspire to be?
My mom.
Wow.
Very hardworking, relentless when it comes to business, making sure, I mean, she got to do what she wants and what she loved, and she really excelled in what she did. And she's the one I looked up to, and after that, I think my husband, who encouraged me so much. Yes, I mean, always pushing me, daring me to do my best. That's what brought me so far.
All right. So tell us some of the challenges you experienced in organizing the event, considering in the social media era.
So with that, I believe much, even in as much as possible, you would want to see my social media handle and all those things. It's about recommendation. If I did it so well for you, you recommend me. So me, for instance, if you go to my social media handle, I don't have so many pictures, and I want recommendation, people that have done it for me, because social media sometimes is a scam. People take people's pictures or videos and go and repost and all those things, copy people's work. Me, I want to talk to you one-on-one. Tell me what you want, because I always want to work within the budget of the client. Because I believe after the event there is more to come. So why squeeze out everything? Let's talk about budget. Let's see what you get out of your budget, how we can make it better, so that at the end of the day you are good and there is no much pressure on you.
Okay, so can you list some of the events that you've organized?
So first of all, just as I introduced myself, I said I'm the president of the Event Vendors Association of Ghana, and also the founder. And we also have an award scheme and conference that we've brought up for the past 5 years, called the Ghana Event Industry Conference and Awards, which elevate and honor all the event players in Ghana. So, and I've worked I've worked with Kojentri, the 24th Kojentri concert. I've worked with him twice in a row. Then I've also worked with Links Entertainment, apart from all the weddings and other stuffs. And I also own an event logistic company.
Okay, so now let me take you back to school. You said briefly that you went to Germany to continue after high school. What program did you study?
So I basically did German as a language because it's something that I really loved. I've always wanted to learn it. So I went to Germany and I learned the language, and I lived life there also. Then I had to come back because my mom wanted me back in Ghana. So I came and I started my event again.
Okay.
Even though my mom was still doing the fabrics, but the fabrics wasn't me, mine was event. So it's like I combined the fabric business with the events.
Isn't that stressful for you?
Not at all.
Really?
I'm a multitask person, so
Okay.
anything you see, I do all the work I have to do. To God be the glory. Maybe I have the strength and the wisdom to do it, because when I pray, all that I pray for is wisdom, because when you have the wisdom, you can be able to multitask and put things in place.
I mean, every entrepreneur is a multitasker. So the question I'm asking is, being an entrepreneur, you as well will be a leader. So did you have any leadership role way back in school, either basic school level or high school or even the tertiary level?
Okay, so at Bishop Waters, I was the president of the visual arts department.
Okay.
So we also did event there, so it's like putting the visual arts space together and making sure our voice were heard. So
I mean, when you said Archbishop for the second time, that was when I remembered that the school I went to, we are sister schools. So I went to St. Louis Senior High School.
In Kumasi.
In Kumasi, and we are sister schools. So definitely, as you are learning, I am also learning. So make sure you have your notepad, your pens, and you are noting certain things down. All right, so in the earlier conversation, you made us understand that you aspire to be like your mom. And you also mentioned your husband. But I'm sure before you got married, you had the craft of going into event or entrepreneurship. So were there circumstances that you felt like giving up? Because you are a woman, and starting up a business is definitely not easy. Even for men, it's not easy. So I'm just imagining being a woman.
It depends on who you are and what you aspire to be. It's the vision and the dream. Because the ups and downs as a human being, you definitely face challenges. But how are you able to pull through that challenges? It's your dreams and determination that helps you to pull through. Because for instance, let me give you this scenario. Let's say I'm going to Kumasi, then I get to Nkoko, I stop, eat, talk to people around there, then continue. Let's say I'm supposed to be in Kumasi at 3, and I make all these stops. I cannot be able to get to Kumasi on time. That means I've not achieved my purpose of getting to Kumasi at exactly 3 o'clock. So if I'm going to Kumasi, I have an agenda and I have a plan. So you just go ahead and make sure you get to Kumasi at that time. So through all that challenges, you just pat yourself in the back and you move on, because I'm someone that when I fall down, I don't look back, because if I look back, I'll be worried. So I cannot be able to go or move on. So I just forget about what has happened and I move on. So I think, of course, definitely there are so many challenges that I've faced. You can't believe. I started going to China 2005, and those times the China business, people didn't really know, and the villages and everything you have to go through. But I was determined to get to the bottom of getting the good styles and making profits, and I was able to pull through. It's all part of the challenges. I have this place that I went that I was attacked by dogs in China. I was bitten, but did I stop? They didn't make me stop going to China. I still went till I got what I wanted. So it's the determination and the vision and the dream that will help you pull through. It's not about the challenges. Even as you are sitting in your room and everything, you still face challenges. But then what comes out of that challenges is what is very important.
Very important. Okay, so being an entrepreneur, a wife, and a mother, how do you juggle everything?
Yes, I have a very good husband and an understanding husband, and because I'm a multitask person, I'm able to move around it, and it's helping. And I'm not just a mother of 7, I'm a mother of 6. So
did you hear that? 6.
So you can imagine how it has been all throughout the years. I mean, it's by the grace of God, and just like you have a dream, you have someone that supports you when you are lucky, and that is what has worked for me. It hasn't been easy, but when you look at the achievements, you don't even remember the things that you went through.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So you being an entrepreneur, I'm sure you're leaving a very good legacy for your children. Now, the thing about entrepreneurs, obviously, will be they living behind everything for their children to continue. Now, recently there was a news about a pastor who is no more, and now the son has been elected as the general overseer of his church. So do you think it will get a point in time where your children will be the overseer of whatever thing you've gotten?
Not at all.
Not at
I
all.
don't see me appointing my children to be who I am or walk in my shoes.
Okay.
Everybody is at liberty to do what they want. That is why at this time I'm putting proper strategies in place, so that even if I'm not there after 20, 30, 50 years time, this business will stay, because my business is not only to help me or my family, but also to help others who need it. So if I'm able to put proper structures in place, the legacy will live on, which wouldn't be run by my children, although they would enjoy some dividend out of the business, but they will do what they want, unless if they want to be part,
the same thing.
Yes, of what is going on.
Okay, so during COVID, I mean, events is the way you're smiling for me, but then event managers faced a very tough time because of the lockdown and the restriction on the number of people to attend events. So during this time, how did you take it? Because it wasn't expected, it just came like out of the blue.
I mean, just like any event player, it wasn't an easy thing for us. It was the most devastating time of our career and in our lives, because just like you said, we least expected it to be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've still not recovered 100. I will not even say 50%. We are still recovering.
Wow.
Because everything is not like before. Even numbers of guests, the numbers for our guests has dropped. Things are difficult, inflation, and people complaining they don't have it, and still paying carryovers for event that we couldn't do at that time.
Oh, wow.
Because we went on air on social media to plead not to refund clients' money back, but to postpone. So as I'm talking to you, we are still doing event that we've someone will say we finished the money and we don't even know where the money went at that time.
Wow.
But we still, our word is our bond. We still have to do what we told the client to do. So we are still paying for our debt. We are still in debt.
Wow.
And still struggling to pull back our event industry back to its original shape before the COVID-19 came.
Okay, all right. So how do you deal with some difficult, I don't know if I'm using the right word though, but some difficult clients, or some clients are something else. How do you deal with them?
It depends. To me, the clients that are very difficult are the Gen Zs.
Okay.
They have their own mind. They, you know, I'm not saying I'm an old person or something, but today with the Gen Zs, it's really something else. What they want and what their parents want is totally different. So that is where the conflict starts.
Okay.
I want this, my parent want this, because believe you or me, African weddings or events, it's about both families. It's not about the bride or the groom, or it's both families. So listening here and listening there, it's kind of confusing sometimes, and that is what creates all the ups and downs and everything. But I mean, this is what we do. You have to do a lot of damage control. You have to have all the patience. You have to have a very big ear listening, and you have to know how to control yourself and your temper and everything. And at the end of the day, I mean, you pull through, because it still has to be done. The work needs to be done. Exactly. So you still have to do it. So you just have to learn all these skills to be able to pull through.
I mean, I must say, with all what you've said, it has brought the event creativity in me, and I'm sure I'm going to venture into events very soon. I mean, I will start gradually, something very small. Maybe for
and
makeup.
You need to be passionate about it.
Yes, that's so true.
People see it as at the outside as a glamorous venture or business, but it's not all that rosy.
Yeah.
It entails a lot. It entails a lot of sacrifices, a lot of thinking, and all that. So you need to have passion for events. If you don't have passion for events and it's about the money, you'd always be at the losing end, and you wouldn't even enjoy being part of that industry.
That's true, that's true. And also emotional intelligence, because I mean, you'd have to manage your anger as well, because events, you meet different people.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
If you are not fortunate, you even get a slap before the event by the client before the event ends.
Wow.
Because something went wrong, which in a way it wasn't your fault, you understand. But when you come to event, there's so many collaboration. I think that is the main reason why we even formed the association, so that we can collaborate, know each other, network and understand each other, so that when working together, you would support each other to bring out the best of each other, to create a very beautiful and memorable event. Yeah.
So would you advise that it is best for you to belong to an association?
It's the most appropriate thing to do. You know, at the end of the day, we are not all equal, but at least you'll be able to meet people that you can connect and work with. So it's better you join the association, just like this COVID-19 came. If it wasn't for the Event Vendors Association, would have not even been given the opportunity to start working with 25 guests when all this thing came, because there is the event association that came together, puts how do I say, the directions and the directives together, that was presented to the Ministry of Tourism and the Foreign Affairs, and the president was able to bring that system out and the directives out for us to work with 25 people. So there should be a body that is fighting and putting the industry together. So if you join the association, I mean, we are each other's keeper. We hold our strength together, because without collaboration, you cannot be able to put events together. Just like we said, no man is an island. We need each other to grow. So it's best.
So how then can someone join this association?
So you go to our portal, www.evac.org. The forms are there. We are on IG, Ghana Evac. You can get us, contact us, and we have our director for membership. They will walk you through the process, and you become a member. And it's a big family. So with events, you need to belong. You need to have that sense of belonging to be able to succeed.
All right, so on that note, you need to belong in order to do well in events. All right, so the next segment, we are going to take questions from our viewers. Our viewers are not left out. That is one good thing that Career Trail we do for our viewers. And so let's take a breather. We'll be right back with the next segment.
The Career Trail, your success journey begins here.
Welcome back. You're still watching Career Trail on Joy Learning TV, and I am with Mrs. Kate Hassan, the president for Ghana Event Vendors Association and also the CEO of Thea. All right, so with this segment, we get to ask 3 questions coming from our viewers, and they sent it through Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook. And so you tell me which of them you would want to start with, as to whether the Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
I'll go with Instagram.
Instagram. All right, so viewers, let's take a look at the Instagram question.
The Career Trail, your success journey begins here.
Okay, you know, just like I told you, people with our fabric shop, people were coming in to purchase laces to sew for their events, and I would ask them if they need help, and oh yeah, I know this one having her wedding, you can go to her and ask her. So I just went and I said, oh, I know you're having a wedding, can I help? And obviously it was for free, because they didn't ask for to be helped. So I was doing it just because I loved it and I wanted to do it. So it was for nothing. Okay,
so the second part was, at what point did your business expand?
When I started selling wedding gowns and suits and doing more of the makeups, and that is when, after I moved back to Ghana, that is when I started selling gowns, suits, I mean anything about weddings. That is when I started expanding. So at that time, I had a bridal shop called Pinkett Bridals, and it really moved for me. That is the breakthrough.
All right. So which question would you want to take next? We're left with Facebook and Twitter.
I'll take Facebook.
Facebook, okay.
I don't like Twitter.
You don't like Twitter?
The controversy there is too much.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Facebook question.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
Yes, I did. Even among our colleagues or our schoolmates, they all thought visual arts students we were dumb and it wasn't difficult. But imagine you holding a pencil and drawing someone. It wasn't an easy thing. And putting colors together and making sure live things were drawn, still live, those times were drawn, and it wasn't an easy thing. Me, I saw visual arts as a broader view of who I am, and that is what has brought me this far, because if you look at what I'm doing, it's really helping me a lot. I'm more open-minded and I'm able to visualize when I see something. Like if I see something that can be used for event, be it setup, be it whatever. It's that visual arts creativity that gives me the sense to know this and that can be put together and it will come out nicely. I mean, for people to enjoy and admire the sense of events.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So last but not least, the controversial app. As she said, that is Twitter. So let's take a look at the Twitter question.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
No, selling the water wasn't for my parents. It was for me because I loved money. So it's not about what people are saying and what people are thinking and who they are perceiving me to be. It's about the money. I come home and I count my money, and my mother is so happy about it. And she doesn't take it from me. She encourages me. So I don't even need money from her to buy things for myself. And I could buy anything for myself, so I don't have to depend on anyone to get money. So it was the joy and the receiving ends of what I was getting. So if you are perceiving me, if you are laughing at me, that one, it even gives me the morale to do more. Okay. Because just like I said, I'm someone that if you challenge, I cannot do it. That is where the thing is. Exactly. I'll show you that I can do it. So that wasn't a problem for me at all. And with my studies, I've told you, math was my only problem, and it wasn't that bad. So it was okay. I was doing well. Okay. I wasn't the best in class. I'll say average, but you see, at the end of the day, the mindset, the dream, the vision was about getting the money and doing what I love.
But I think the authorities in the country should focus on finding a way to solve the issue of people mocking those who venture into home economics and visual arts in high school. Because during my time, it was something like that. But I know that with the home econ students and the visual arts students, they even study e-maths, elective maths. So it's not as if their courses are like so easy. It is not easy. Like, I mean, so let's not mock them. And they do so well. They get business ideas, come from school, and they are doing amazingly well, just like how you're doing. And those of us that we did the courses like science and general arts, we are there. And look at
now, when you look at events now, we have doctors, lawyers, bankers who are doing events as their side job. Yeah. And they are happy doing it because of maybe the proceeds, or maybe it's because of their passion.
Their passion for it.
They are still enjoying events and all that. And look at the chefs who gives out the best of food. Some of them are from home economics departments, you understand? And some of them naturally are good with food, you understand? So I mean, it's up to you. Me, I always say it's up to you, the individual. It's about the goal and the vision and the dreams. If you know what you want to be, if you know where you are going, I mean, all these things will be a minor thing to you as a human being, because you have that aspiration to become who you want to become in life.
I would say in conclusion, be proud of the program you are doing, and if you are passionate about something, do not let anyone discourage you, even when they mock you so hard. Do not give up on what you aspire to be. And so on that note, let's take a breather and we'll come back with the last segment where we will do something fun and wrap up. Thank you.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
So welcome back, and as I always say, this is my favorite part. So this is where we get to do something more fun. I'm told that entrepreneurs are always like business minded, serious. So I'm just wondering if they have time to have like fun. So let's prove that by with this segment. So we have 2 papers, as you can see. You get to choose one, and you have 10 seconds to complete the task. Is that fine?
Okay.
All right. So let me just help you. Okay. This is like more than examination questions. So sealed hard. Okay. So you choose. All right. So let me see. Let me take a look at it. The way she's laughing. All right. Okay, so she got mention any 5 countries that begin with the letter G.
Ghana.
So you have 10 seconds to do that. All right.
Oh God, how many?
5.
5. So we have Gambia, Ghana, Gabon, Guatemala, Guinea.
All right, that was so fun. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a nice time. You learned something new. And before we wrap up, let's take the final words from our guest, Mrs. Kate Hassan. So any final words to the viewers?
I will encourage, I live, I breathe events. I love events. Events is broad. And I'll just encourage my people, the event industry players. I know we've been through a lot and we are still not out of the heat. But definitely, just like we all know, there's a light after the tunnel. Let's be together. Let's collaborate and belong to the association and build ourselves together as an industry to support each other, so that what we are doing, I know we love what we are doing, and through that process we can be able to achieve more. It's better to achieve together than to achieve alone. And let's focus on our dreams and our aspiration to better our lives. Thank you.
Okay, so I mean, with Career Trail, our main viewers are students. So what would you say to any student watching and it's like, oh, I'm really inspired today and I would want to be an event planner or be like Auntie Kate?
Get mentors who are into the industry to mentor you, and also don't be afraid to ask questions or seek for help when you need it, because you cannot do it alone. Definitely you need someone to mentor you, someone to lead you to do the right things, because time is our competitor. And I mean, if you waste all those times thinking you can do it on your own without any help, you end up wasting a lot of time and not achieving anything. So just get a mentor and get help.
What if someone is watching and would want you to mentor him or her? How can they get to you?
I'm an open book. You can put my number out there, or through the association, you can get to me.
All right. Thank you so much. It was really great having you.
Thank you for
I must say, I learned a lot, and I'm sure you also learned a lot. Study hard and follow your passion. Do not let anyone discourage you. Once again, my name is Arabina Boateng, and this is Career Trail. Bye.
career trail. Your success journey begins here.